I started my game. Hell yeah, Al Bundy, baby. She's on I think she's on the HBO series now. My wife watches it. Pretty Big Little Liars or Pretty Liars, Pretty White Liars. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to be part of the conversation. No one gives a fuck about you. What's this guy want to see? What, bro? Here, there you go. I'm currently home. My blue jerseys. Good. Let's go.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants.
What? Beers?
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. In our final month, we're underway in Week 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
He's trying to get to the point. He ain't drinking it. He ain't drinking because he enjoys it. He's not. He's trying to get fucked up. You heard what he said. He doesn't like the taste of it. What about hard alcohol? You don't like mixed drinks like rum and cokes?
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Derek Brown.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Pick up. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
I like smoking and sipping on beers.
Push him back. Push him
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh, come on, brother.
Now it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They may have thrown the interception, obviously
Yeah,
less
like
than
to
ideal,
start.
but I think they also
like to
sent a
start with
message that they're going to
interception
push the ball downfield in this one.
drive.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
How's it going, Snoop? I mean, unless...
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Wilkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. It's Barkley on the counter. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Watch that win.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st down Giants. Jones to Ingram.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You might want to challenge that one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
1st down, Panthers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Jonathan Hankins.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
The 37-yard line.
Yeah, we passed the 50, bro. Oh, yeah. 4th and 5. 4th and 5.
On second down, McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
He's not streaming anymore, bro. He cheated you? Because he stopped his streaming.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down
Katie
and
Jones
10.
just missed a wide open Mike Evans, bro. Wide open, bro.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Jones back to the air on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
9-6.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got it complete to Thompson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. That's out to the left and complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun. Love. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They run the counter. Barkley, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Derek Brown.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
McCaffrey with the carry.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
43-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Love looking to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring it back. It's
Thank you. Thank you. Pick 6. Thank you.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Panthers 10.
How you doing?
Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
First out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, Love once more. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, it's Love. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Oh, you can't do that, bro.
Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
No, let's give it a fucking touchdown.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Jones on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
Oh, my God, I missed it. Get in there. Oh, my God,
I'm so bad. Just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McCaffrey. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
The ball carrier.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Giants 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jones to Evans on the slant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing Jones. He's going to float this over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Jones operating from the gun. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
19 yards. First down, Carolina.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Play action this time with Love. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run it here with Wilkins. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They run again with Wilkins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
A gain of 4. It's now
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Again, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Giants 19.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Jones now throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. A good pickup there at 22. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Panthers.
2nd and 11 now. Operating from the gun, Jones, flush to his right. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Again, it's Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jeremy Chin. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thompson. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Incomplete. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off play action, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Jones' pass intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not just sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know I said that on my calendar.
Check Mike 54, Mike 54.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Carolina, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I thought you were supposed to be playing one a half hour ago. Weren't you supposed to start one like a half hour ago? No, the one weren't you supposed to play the Steelers right afterwards or something? No, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock. No. He beat me. He beat me. I was beating him most of the game. My faith came through.